Today while geocaching, I think about sign changes. Hi, I'm Michael Wright, and I'm a traveling, adventuring, geocaching type of guy. I love to get out and explore new places and find cool hidden treasures. Well, sort of treasures, it's mostly toys, honestly. This is Adventures and Things. So today we are at Lau Welnew / John Dean Park. Yes, it's a park with two names, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, we're going to go try to find a few geocaches here, while VoiceOver Mike and myself talk a little bit about why this park actually has two names. It's quite an interesting story. Believe it or not, some people do not like change. And one person's argument on the name change was, why do they have to change the name? So after a few minutes of being slapped, they realized just how stupid that question was. And for me, the name change does not affect my life in any way, but I do understand that it affects other people's lives in a very positive way, and is a small and necessary step in reconciliation. So anyways, let's go get a geocache. So this one is called A Destiny Fulfilled, and I reckon it's right up here. Hopefully. It's said by some stone stairs. When things are out of place, there's probably a reason. Oh, money. I personally like a good story, and I feel if a park has a good story, the name should reflect that story. The John Dean story, in my humble opinion, is not that exciting. It's a guy moves from Britain to the island, then becomes a mayor in some far-off town, moves back to the island, builds this shoddy cabin in the woods, dies, donates the stolen land, the end. I almost fell off my seat just telling this story. It was so exciting. Okay, so we found a geocache here, but on our app there is no marking for the geocache. I'm a little bit confused about it. You want to grab it out? It was just randomly in these rocks here. So I don't know if it's one of those like mystery geocaches, like where you have to like a multi-cache or something.
Probably.
And we found where it is. Oh, it looks pretty wet.
Yeah, there's no writing on that. Bummer.
Yeah, and I don't know, how do we get a hold of like
From 02.
Oh, this is from what?
Yeah, that's what that one said.
02.
April
Oh wow.
10th, 02.
April
Back again,
10th.
June 6th, 04.
So this is like
Classic.
20
Original.
20 years old.
Huh.
The Geocaches found this cache on April 3rd, 04, so 17 years ago.
That's neat.
I wonder if they're still alive. So Lau Welnew Park is one of the few parks in BC that is old growth protected. With giants like this in the park, it's a lot of fun to come out here and walk amongst them. I, for one, feel like they should protect more parks like this. It would be really cool to have more old trees. These are probably around 200 years old, and I would love to come back here in another 200 years and check these trees out and see how much bigger they are. The problem with that is we're cutting down these old growth forests at such a rate, and I'll probably be dead in 60 to 70 years. So just get out and enjoy them while you can. So the next one we're going to look for is called Lau Welnew, which is actually the indigenous name of the highest point of this mountain. And there's a really good story that goes along with it, which VoiceOver Mike will tell you about right now. Lau Welnew, roughly translated, means the high point. It's the high point of Mount Newton. This is where the First Nations came during the Great Flood to be on safer ground, and after the flood, the people that descended from Lau Welnew were known as the Wasanich people. And to get the whole story on this, go to firstvoices.com and show them some love. I'll link it in the description, but go check out that story. The full story is absolutely amazing. It's really cool, and this is also why I feel like the park should just be called Lau Welnew. In comparisons of stories of John Dean to Lau Welnew, I just don't think John Dean's that exciting. We tried to find the Lau Welnew geocache, but as you can see here, all around us, that it's been plowed into this laneway. It wasn't here before. So the last 10 people or so have put DNF and said that this was here and probably it's missing. So I don't know, we'll put DNF, contact the geocache owner as well and let them know. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the story of the Lau Welnew and the Wasanich people. If you learned something about it, let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy it, click the me likey button and subscribe, and don't forget to get out for adventures and things.